Climate change is real. Its negative effects are impacting many regions in the world, particularly in developing countries, where we find some of the most vulnerable communities, including those in Central America and the Caribbean. Glaciers are shrinking, ice on rivers and lakes is breaking up earlier. The sea level rise is accelerating. Plant and animal ranges have shifted, and trees are flowering sooner. Effects that scientists had predicted in the past would result from climate change are now occurring. And according to science advisors at NASA's Global Climate Change, the potential future effects of climate change including more frequent wildfires, longer periods of droughts in some regions, and an increase in the number, duration, and intensity of tropical storms. Evidence shows that women in the developing world are being disproportionately affected by climate change in terms of their ability to grow food and provide for their families as it becomes unpredictable due to changes in the weather, increased effort and time spent collecting water, and the negative effects on their health from using fossil fuels for heating and cooking, in their increased risk of violence when displaced due to natural disasters. What are we doing to stop this?
At Deetken Impact, we share a belief that transitioning to clean energy is critical to mitigating climate change and saving our planet. In Central America and the Caribbean, we invest in sustainable energy infrastructure so that communities can have access to reliable, clean, and affordable energy and build stronger economies that are more resilient to climate change. According to the International Renewable Energy Agency, renewables could supply 4/5 of the world's electricity by 2050. This would dramatically reduce carbon emissions and slow the pace of global warming. Unreliable electricity continues to be a problem for many developing countries worldwide. In this region, many countries rely on imported fossil fuels for the generation of electricity, which is both dirty and expensive. The Caribbean is home to 45 million people, 1/3 of whom live in poverty. The price of electricity here can cost as much as 30 or 40 cents a kilowatt hour, compared to less than 10 cents in many parts of North America. Renewable energy can be an ideal solution to provide communities with reliable and more affordable electricity. In addition to reducing emissions and creating a healthier environment, by using distributed generation, we can also build an energy supply that is more resilient to natural disasters and other effects of climate change. Great strides in innovation have made the cost of solar, wind, hydro, biomass, and other technologies competitive without reliance on subsidies. In addition, this region has abundant renewable natural resources to produce energy at low cost. This is the ideal time and place for a transition to clean energy to happen.
We have established deep networks in Latin America and the Caribbean by having actively invested for more than 20 years and more specifically in the clean energy space. We help small and medium enterprises develop, mature, and execute their businesses and their projects throughout tailor-advised and flexible investment solutions. We have committed over $40 million to clean energy projects and infrastructure, as well as energy efficiency in 7 countries in Central America and the Caribbean. And we're working to raise additional capital to continue to catalyze more projects in the region. We have had incredible support from a global environmental fund, forward-looking innovative multilateral organizations, and a leading-edge Silicon Valley-based foundation, family offices, foundations, and private investors. In addition to providing competitive financial returns to our investors, we're truly committed to generating meaningful and measurable social and environmental impact in the communities where we work. And that's why we evaluate all our investment decisions based on their contribution to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, including good health and well-being, gender equality, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, and climate action.
There continues to be huge potential and opportunities to expand the clean energy generation capacity in this region and provide many additional social and environmental benefits with it. We have a long-term commitment to make sure this happens. Do you want to be part of it? Get to know us.